What if the biggest threat to your longevity after 50 isn't your genes or your health history, but a single toxic thought? That insidious voice telling you to slow down, to step aside and accept decline is robbing you of your best years. This is the silent war against aging, and the battlefield is your mind. Stop letting outdated myths dictate your energy. Today, we are giving you the military-grade blueprint to win this war. We reveal the 3 strategic pillars of positive aging, a powerful philosophy that proves your mindset is the ultimate source of vitality. If you are ready to reclaim your independence and actively choose to thrive, this is the most critical video you will ever watch. The first strategic pillar in winning the silent war against aging is mastering the battlefield of your own mind. The most dangerous threat to your longevity is not external pressure, but the internalized myth of decline, a subtle form of ageism you inflict upon yourself. This insidious voice whispers, "You are too old to start that. You should slow down," or "It is inevitable that things will break." Accepting this self-imposed limitation is a form of surrender that literally changes your biology. When you believe that age means fragility, you unconsciously stop seeking challenges and cease active physical and cognitive engagement. This is the definition of a self-fulfilling prophecy where your negative belief actively creates the physical decline you fear. Rejecting this internalized myth is the foundational act of positive aging. The scientific cost of a negative mindset is staggering. Studies at Yale University showed that individuals with a positive self-perception of aging lived an average of 7.5 years longer than those with a negative view. Furthermore, a negative view on aging can increase the risk of cardiovascular events and accelerates the shrinkage of the hippocampus, the brain region responsible for memory. Your mind and body are not separate entities. They are a single integrated system where negative self-talk triggers a cascade of inflammatory responses and stress hormones like cortisol. This chemical environment is hostile to cellular repair and neuroplasticity, actively sabotaging your health goals. To choose positive aging is to acknowledge this mind-body connection and commit to feeding your brain resilience, not resignation. The core solution lies in shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Fixed mindset believes abilities, intelligence, and health capacity are predetermined and cannot change after age 50. This leads to avoidance of novelty and effort because failure confirms the fixed status. A growth mindset, however, understands that failure is just information, and that capacity for growth is limitless regardless of age. When confronted with a new language skill or physical challenge, the growth mindset says, "I will learn this, not I cannot do this." This simple shift in perspective stimulates the release of BDNF, the brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which promotes neural growth. The consistent choice to seek challenge and adapt is the key to maintaining mental and physical agility throughout your later years. To master this mindset pillar, you must ruthlessly manage your internal self-talk. Your inner dialogue is the operating system of your life. Start by identifying the negative ageist statements you tell yourself, and consciously replace them with empowering truth statements. Instead of "my knees are too old for this hike," say "my body is strong and is building new endurance with every step." This is the deliberate practice of wisdom. It is the active refusal to allow fear to become fate. Every conscious positive affirmation reinforces the growth mindset, building stronger emotional resilience and literally calming your stress response.
Oh, it's so good to see
Embracing the truth that your potential for growth is as vibrant today as it was at 20 years old is the first step toward reclaiming your independence and ensuring your experience is defined by purpose, not pessimism. This is the essential self-care that fuels a life of powerful longevity. The second strategic pillar of positive aging moves beyond internal self-talk to active engagement with the world through lifelong learning. Just as your mindset must embrace growth, your brain must constantly encounter novelty and challenge to avoid stagnation. If you repeat the same 10 tasks every day, your brain becomes highly efficient but brittle. This lack of stimulating input slows the production of BDNF, the growth factor that builds new neural pathways essential for sharp memory and cognitive longevity. To truly thrive after age 50, you must adopt a learning mindset. The key here is embracing difficult, non-routine activities that force your brain to struggle. Doing the same familiar crossword puzzle every day is maintenance, not growth. Growth requires activities that challenge multiple cognitive domains simultaneously. Consider learning a musical instrument which engages fine motor skills, auditory processing, and memory sequencing. Or take up a foreign language which forces your brain to build entirely new linguistic maps. Even starting a complex hobby like woodworking or digital photography can provide the necessary novelty and struggle. The initial feeling of frustration when learning something new is not a sign of failure. It is the biological signal that your brain is actively reorganizing itself and generating BDNF. Never confuse comfort with health. The deliberate choice to seek challenge is the second powerful act of positive aging. The third pillar focuses on the enormous power of contribution and purpose. Studies consistently show that individuals who maintain a strong sense of purpose and actively contribute to their community live longer, healthier lives. Retirement often creates a vacuum of purpose, which is quickly filled by apathy or anxiety, accelerating decline. Your age 50 life is an era rich with accrued wisdom and experience, and denying the world access to this resource is detrimental to both yourself and your community. Finding purpose is the ultimate form of anti-aging. This contribution does not have to be grand. It can be found in mentoring a younger colleague, sharing your skills with a nonprofit organization, or taking on the responsibility of teaching a grandchild a family tradition or history. The act of teaching specifically forces knowledge retrieval and articulation, strengthening your own neural pathways through active recall. Contribution directly counteracts the loneliness and isolation, which are major risk factors for cognitive decline and depression. By actively engaging with others and working towards a goal larger than yourself, you reinforce your value and significance. This external validation floods your system with beneficial neurochemicals like oxytocin, which reduces stress and strengthens your immune response. You are essentially using your accrued life experience as medicine. Choosing a life of purpose is the wisdom that transforms later years, from a period of retreat into a vibrant era of meaningful engagement.
I think so too.
Active learning and purposeful contribution are the foundations of building true independence and powerful longevity. The final pillar of positive aging is cultivating relational resilience, the deep capacity to connect and thrive emotionally regardless of external circumstances. Loneliness and social isolation are not merely sad experiences. They are proven risk factors for premature death and cognitive decline on par with smoking or obesity. This is the biological cost of emotional neglect. Your mental health thrives on complex, nuanced social interaction, and longevity depends on strong social bonds. Your goal is to move past superficial exchanges toward meaningful presence. Relational resilience is built through the deliberate practice of mindfulness and conversation. This means truly listening to another person without mentally preparing your response or judging their words. This act of deep, non-judgmental presence is a gift you give others and a powerful gift you give yourself because it grounds you firmly in the present moment and reduces stress. Furthermore, embrace the power of intergenerational connection. Spending time actively engaging with younger generations, teaching them skills or learning their perspective, stimulates your brain with novelty and reinforces your vital role in the world. Conversely, holding on to old grudges or engaging in conflict actively poisons your system with cortisol and inflammatory markers. Relational peace is internal medicine. The wisdom here is realizing that your emotional landscape is a reflection of the quality of your connections. The fourth strategic component is the integration of gratitude and radical acceptance. Happiness is often mistakenly chased as a feeling of perpetual excitement, but the deepest form of happiness is actually peaceful contentment. This is achieved not by getting what you want, but by appreciating what you already have. Gratitude is a neurological powerhouse. The simple daily ritual of writing down 3 things you are genuinely grateful for physically alters your brain structure, strengthening pathways for joy and reducing the pull toward pessimism and anxiety. This is a deliberate scientific practice. Radical acceptance means acknowledging and accepting reality exactly as it is without fighting it. You cannot control your past health history or the inevitable minor aches that come after. If fighting these realities, wishing, They were different. Wastes massive. Amounts of energy and generates needless suffering. Acceptance does not mean resignation. It means freeing up the energy spent on resistance so you can redirect it toward meaningful, positive action. Stop engaging in social comparison, which is the thief of joy. Your unique path, your accrued wisdom, and your individual journey are not comparable to anyone else's. By combining relational resilience with this profound sense of gratitude and acceptance, you complete the strategic blueprint for positive aging. This comprehensive approach ensures your experience is defined by grace, not grievance, purpose, not pessimism, and enduring longevity throughout your most vital years. We began by revealing that the biggest lie about aging is that decline is inevitable. Your experience after age 50 is entirely defined by choice and mindset. You learned the 3 strategic pillars of positive aging. First, mastering self-talk and embracing the growth mindset over resignation. Second, engaging in active contribution and lifelong learning to fuel your sense of purpose and generate brain growth. Third, cultivating relational resilience through deep, mindful connection and practicing radical acceptance and gratitude. This journey is not about fighting to look young. It is about choosing to live fully and powerfully. This deliberate choice is the ultimate expression of wisdom. By consistently applying these principles, you reject the narrative of retreat and guarantee an active, independent longevity. Subscribe to Gentle Health and Wisdom now to continue building your resilience and ensuring your later years are your most vibrant and purposeful era yet.